Welcome, everybody. My name is Dorothy Downs. I'm the executive director of the Forest City Film Festival, and we are really, really excited to share with you an event that we are having in May. It's the 48-hour film challenge, Forest City 48. And I've got with me today a couple of guests to talk about this. So I'd like to welcome Carson Haight, who is the Ontario Screen Creator Conference producer, as well as a filmmaker himself, and Edward Platero, who is the Forest City 48 producer, also a filmmaker. Hi, guys. Welcome. Thanks so much for being here.
Hey, Dorothy.
Hey, thanks for
having us.
Yeah, so listen, well, you guys are doing a lot of the heavy lifting and pulling when it comes to putting this event together. So you're the perfect people to talk to. So Carson, I want to start with you and just have you tell us, what is the Forest City 48?
Yeah, well, Forest City 48 is a really exciting opportunity for people to get together and make a short film over 48 hours. That is the gist of it. It's kind of in the title. But there are a few caveats or rules associated with it, which makes it more fun. As I tell most people, any type of rule or obstacle that you have just is an opportunity for creativity. So we're going to, obviously, first off, you have 48 hours to write and shoot and edit a film. After that 48 hours is done, you're going to submit it hard by a deadline, and then we're going to, several days later, we're going to have a screening of it, and it gets put in competition. We have a lot of really cool prizes. So the four things you need to keep in mind for this is that, first of all, yes, you have 48 hours, it's right in the name. Second, we're going to give you a specific location. We're going to give you a prop that must be used in the film itself, in the short film, and then we're also going to give you a line of dialogue, which has to be used in the film. So, in your teams, you're going to get together and you're following those regulations. You're going to make a movie in 48 hours. It's going to be stressful, but
amazing.
Yeah.
It's so much fun. So much fun. So Edward, you've done this before. I mean, you both have participated in this, but Edward, let's just go to you and tell us a little bit more of the nuances of that and the challenges and the fun elements of doing an event like this.
I think these things are really great because it allows people to really get out of their comfort zone, and you've got a hard deadline and you're forced to make it. And there's a lot of room for collaboration in there, but also you just have to get it done. And it's a really good opportunity to take people out of their comfort zone and get to work with people, or maybe even get to try things they've maybe been afraid to try with past projects they've worked on. So it's I like that there's a big community based around it, and it kind of all gets us out there and working. Like the entire city becomes this little mobile production studio over the weekend because there's all these crews shooting these short films. So it's a really great way to ignite the community and get the dust off all our cameras that maybe have been put away for the past 2 years.
Amazing. Yeah. I like to think of it as like an improv exercise in filmmaking. So, it really, the creativity gets really amped up when you have to kind of think fast together as a team. And so, the whole idea is to bring your teams together. But what if you're out there, and Carson, you take this one. What if you're out there and you are a camera person and you really want to do this, but maybe you can't find the rest of the whole team? What are the options?
Yeah, well, we're going to put together a sign-up sheet so that we can connect you with other like-minded people. So if you're an editor, if you're a cinematographer, director, if you're a writer, or if you're just kind of new on the scene, you want to get with the crew and just help out, maybe AD or produce, whatever it might be, we will connect you in those teams. So you don't need to be coming in a full team of 4, 5, 6, whatever. You can be somebody who just wants to connect with other filmmakers and like-minded individuals. We'll connect you with them so that you can actually use your strengths and complement what might be somebody else's weakness or strength. So it's an amazing opportunity to meet other filmmakers in the community because there's so many and we just haven't networked properly yet. So
yeah, and I should mention also that this launches on May 13th. And May 13th, Friday night, London Film is having an industry connect on that night. So it's a big networking thing for the film industry anyway. We're all going to get together. And so, as well as this being a 48-hour film challenge, this is an opportunity to network with some other filmmakers and industry people who are in the area. And so it's just a great win-win situation. But, you know, the camaraderie that's built in putting together an improv thing like this it's you know, it's really, really fun. And last year, you know, we actually had a film that made the official selection list as a short film, and it had been made in a 48-hour film challenge. These film challenges are all over the place, but London hasn't had one for quite a few years. Edward, tell us a little bit more about sort of the landscape and what people can expect, if there's any special rules they should keep in mind, or you know,
obviously, you know, this will be screened for an audience, so you know, we want to make sure that everyone keeps the films appropriate for public viewing. To tap on what you said about having us all meet each other, it's great to meet everyone in a networking environment, but to actually like get in the trenches and get your hands dirty with other filmmakers, like there's so much value to that. You know, as professionals, as we work together on different projects, you have a bond when you go through something with somebody that you may not see them for another 2 or 3 years until another show, and then you may be like, hey, you know, how you been? It's been a while, but you've created something together, and that camaraderie, like a foundation is built, and we're kind of throwing everyone into the mix together to really ignite the community. Sorry, I missed I kind of jumping on your last question there. But.
No, not at all. Not at all. That's just great. Tell us, guys, how do people get involved? What are the steps? What do they do?
There's on the website, they can go in and sign up and list if you have a team, you sign up for your team on there. If you're an individual and you need a team, you can indicate that. As Dorothy or Carson said, on the 13th, we'll be doing the kickoff, where we can you know, meet together in a room, get the teams out, and also connect people if they're missing. The address is on the screen.
Yeah, great. And registration deadline is that evening. Is there a cost?
So yes, there is a cost. There's a $50 entry fee. However, through downtown London, we are giving the first 10 teams that sign up that $50 back in downtown dollars. So it's a good thing to get in early so that you can offset that cost.
Amazing, amazing. What are you guys most looking forward to as the weekend unfolds?
Oh, geez.
I just want to see a bunch of I want to see a bunch of crews in action in town. Like it's that's why we're here. That's why we do these things, is to ignite the community. So it's been 10 years since we've had this challenge here in the city, and I'm so excited to see just tons of crews running around the city, and also see what this generation of filmmakers come up with over this time.
Yeah, no, I'm not to piggyback on that too much, but yeah, I'm really excited to see all these crews around and different people connecting. And I feel like I know quite a few people in town, but I definitely don't know everybody who's a filmmaker in town or identifies with being a filmmaker. So to see them connect and what they're going to create, and like you said, this kind of new generation of filmmakers coming out who have not experienced film or TV the way that we have, with like Netflix and everything else, or YouTube consumption, they look at it a different way. And I want to see what their voice is like versus like Ed's or mine, who have been doing this for a little bit longer. So yeah, I really am excited to maybe tour around. I want to see these people on the streets. I think that would just be so cool to see them just like on the street, guerrilla style. It just brings me back to that like unbridled passion that I had when I first started, which I still have a lot of. But when these crews get out there and they're just like super passionate and they're going to do this no matter what, it's just so fun.
Yes, absolutely. So exciting. Sorry, Edward, go ahead.
So I've done this 3 times, and each time that I've done it, it's been such a rewarding experience. We've, even though like the films that we've created, won't go on in history, but it allowed me to connect with other filmmakers here in the city, but also again step out of my comfort zone and really try weird things that we had never done, because there's no rules, right? Like
Yeah, that's amazing.
Oh,
the expectations aren't there, because everyone knows it's created in 48 hours, so
Yeah,
it allows
yeah.
you to have fun.
there's two things that I tell students when I'm teaching film, and one of them is that there are no rules in filmmaking other than don't be boring. Rules are there to be broken, and the best idea wins every time. So, and I love that with breaking under your shell, because it doesn't matter who you are, doesn't matter if you have a crew. If your crew is six, it's the right size for like, well, what if we tried this? And it doesn't matter who you are on that crew. It's like, wait a minute, that's a great idea. Let's do that. As opposed to when you have massive crews and your voice might get a little bit drowned out. So the best idea always wins with this stuff. And yeah, breaking out of your shell, absolutely.
Amazing.
Well,
This is going to be so much fun.
and lines get blurred too. I find that,
Mhm.
like, because in the past when we've done it, like we've had actors that have worked it and like behind the camera too, because we've been short. It's like, again, it's like it's everyone's thrown in this melting pot, and you got to kind of wade your way out of it.
Yeah, casting wipes the camera, or like working
Yep.
with background actors because you can't get them right. So yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you're wearing so many different hats that it's incredibly exciting. You're calling action, and then you're jumping in the scene, and then calling cut.
Great, guys. Thank you so much. This is going to be so exciting. So once again, Forest City 48. You can find all the information online, and the launch is May 13th. So you got to register before then. Register really early. The earlier you register, the better chance you have of having a free registration, or at least the $50 from downtown dollars. And it's going to be a blast. Launch day, May 13th at Toboggan, but register before that. So thanks, guys. We'll talk to you soon, and good luck making films.